Hi. This, if you haven't met yet, this is Pelvis Presley, and he's going to show you your QL, where your QL muscles are, so you can find them on your own body and do the most wonderful QL massage for low back pain. Okay, so there's your bottom rib. You can feel for your bottom rib. And the muscle, the Quadratus Lumborum muscles, attach to the bottom rib and to the top of the iliac crest here. All right, so when they contract or shorten, it hikes your hip if one contracts. And like on the other side, the same. If they both contract, then they create back extension where they pull, create more of like a lumbar curve. All right, so those are your QLs. Now we'll show you the QL massage or Quadratus Lumborum massage. Often, because of the way we like carry a purse on one side or a suitcase or backpack over one shoulder or carry a baby on the hip, one side, because there's two quadratus that come down on each side, one side will shorten and create and get tense, like for two, because it's like contracting all the time, and the other side will get tense because it's stretched out too long, and kind of opposite, but still the pain and tightness increases. So the greatest thing of all to use is the alpha ball, just a single. If you have twins, great, you only need one, but these come in a single ball from Tune Up Fitness or in a double pack. So we're gonna just check in with our QLs. So I want you to sit up nice and tall and just plant one hand to the ground and keeping the shoulders right over the hips. So don't lean in or lean back, just keep them right over the hips, and then sweep the arm over. Exhale and see how that area feels just behind the waist, kind of close to the spine. See if there's some tension there. I used to have a lot of tension there, and not so much now. So isn't that nice? And then check into the other side and reach and over, feeling into that, and then come back. So now you're just going to go to your back and find the bottom rib and the top of your pelvis, and then you're going to take this. So here's my side waist. We're going to roll behind the waist and not all the way to the spine, but kind of close to that, and then just lay down on top of it like that, and kind of get it under you so you can feel like your weight in the ball. And that might be all you need to do. That might be kind of a lot of sensation there as that ball plunges in to that muscle. So this muscle is layered behind many other muscles, abdominal muscles and the lats. So you kind of have to breathe into it, and then it'll kind of finally reach there where you might find it right off the bat. So I'm going to just show you a couple of different techniques. So one technique is just to simply allow that leg on that same side as the ball to go down towards the ball, and see if you can breathe into that. If that's too much pressure, because that ups the weight, if that's too much pressure, just bring that back up and just hang out here and do these techniques that I'll show you. But you can try that. Another step in degrees of sensation is to allow the other leg to go down, okay? And that might be way too much, especially when we introduce movement. So I'm going to go to one leg down, and then I'm going to just kind of tilt my pelvis a little bit, just a little rocking motion there. And see how that feels. That contracts that QL on that side and relaxes. And then you can actually kind of do a little side bend, like you're trying to bring the bottom rib to the top of the hip bone, and just kind of almost like you're trying to take a bite out of that ball with those two bones. So that's contract, and if you take your inhale breath there, and then exhale and relax the muscles, you'll feel that ball plunge in a little bit deeper. Okay, so we'll do that again. So inhale and contract. And exhale and release. All right, so that's another technique. Another one is to simply kind of rock it, like pluck it as a guitar string. This one I never used to be able to do because it was too intense. Now it's no big deal. So that's one where you're just sweeping your hips side to side. Okay, so there's all kinds of things, all kinds of ways you can kind of play around, subtle ways you can play around with the ball and directly on the QL. You can even roll all the way over to the side, and so you can see the ball kind of tucked in there. And that one can be pretty intense, just kind of draping over the ball that way. So it's still behind your waist a little. Breathing into that. So those are some ideas. If you don't have an alpha ball, I'm not sure. You could use a tennis ball. It's just not, you don't have the height. That's more of the size of a softball, but I would not recommend a softball. It's too hard. So repeat this video and do the other side. And then when you're done, take and recheck. So I'm going to recheck that side of my body, reaching away from it to feel any more openness there. And then let's pretend I've done the other side. Recheck the other side. Actually, I have done it this morning. And then come back. This is just a little sample of my self-massage challenge that is going to start on Monday. We will take 5 days, 5 minutes a day. You'll get just a short YouTube video that's privately listed and it's not on YouTube. So you'll sign up for that. You'll get 5-minute videos Monday through Friday, and you'll have a check-in and a massage rollout, and then another recheck to see if you're on the right track. It's a wonderful introduction to self-massage. In this challenge, we'll be using the smaller yoga tune-up balls, the originals. But if you have the pluses, they'll work for most everything. The originals are great for the feet, but the pluses still work. And then if you have these twins, these Big Daddy Alpha twins, make sure that you pull those out for your low back and hips. There's a link below to order yours from Tune Up Fitness, or to get them from me if you're local to Cache Valley. If you don't have the balls, still do the challenge using a couple, I don't have them with me, a couple of racket balls in a sock or a couple of tennis balls in a sock works as a great way to introduce you to self-massage and the things that you can do. And but don't use any hard balls like baseballs, lacrosse balls, softballs, because they simply don't elicit a myofascial softening or a softening of this connective tissue. So I hope you'll join me. It's free, it's totally free, and I just want more people to be introduced to the world of self-massage and how much you can do on your own. And of course, I'm biased to these tools because they're made for massage. So I hope to see you in the challenge. It starts Monday, September 18th, and we'll see you there. Namaste.